ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Om. Dear friends, we are seeing the Chitradeepa Prakaranam of Vedanta Panchadashi, that is the 6th chapter, and we read shloka number 248 in the last class. Kiyantam kalamiti chet khedoyam dvaitaishyatam. So that shloka we read. The context is that there is a discussion going on between the Dvaiti and the Advaiti, that is the dualist and the non-dualist. So the discussion is about how far, the latest discussion or question is about how long should one do this Shravana Manana Nidhyasana. That was the question. Punar Dvaitasya vastutvam bhati chetvam tatha punah parishilaya. Punah parishilaya. That is what the Siddhanti was saying. If you are still again and again getting this Dvaita Bhavana, that notion of duality, you have to do contemplation on its mithyatvam. You have to contemplate on its unreal nature again and again and again. So, Avrittihi Asakrut Upadeshat iti Chaturthadhyaye. That is, he also quoted that Brahma Sutra, that is 4-1-1. Avrittihi Asakrut Upadeshat. That is Avritti Adhikaranam. A person has to do Avritti again and again and again till it sinks into the mind. Because at a theoretical level, okay, you are accepting. But it doesn't totally sink into the mind. It doesn't become our nature. Basically, you theoretically accept, okay, all this theoretically, yes, it appears to be something which is a manifestation in that reality, manifestation in that consciousness. But strictly speaking, are we implementing it? We are not able to implement it. We are fighting with our people, we are liking, we are having likes, dislikes and all these things. We are not going beyond our limitations. So if that idea has to really become our nature, then you have to do this parishilaya, that is avrutti, that is again and again we have to contemplate. And how long? That question was also there. Kiyantam kalamiti chet, how long should I do? That 248 shloka, which we read yesterday. That is kiyantam kalam, how long? How long means till you really feel it. Till you really feel it, you have to do that. In Mimamsa, they talk about Tandula Nishpatti. Tandula Nishpatti means you pound the rice. How many times you have to pound it? Is it 10 times or 20 times or 50 times? How many times? Till the Tandula Nishpatti Pariyantam. That is, till you derive the grain, till you get the rice from that paddy. The husk has to go away and then the entire husk has to go away and only the rice has to remain. Till that time you have to do that pounding. So like that. And at what level, by what type, by what count it really materialized, that rice really materialized, we cannot say. Whether the first pounding is responsible or second pounding is responsible or 30th pounding is responsible or 50th pounding is responsible. 50th stroke, let me say. The first stroke, second stroke, third stroke. So which stroke is responsible, we cannot say. That is Saptamashapu. In Sanskrit there is one Nyayam called Saptamashapu. Suppose if by eating about 7 vada, Masha Pupa is a vada. Masha is that what black gram. Masha Pupa is that vada what we call. Suppose your tummy is full by eating 7 vadas. Some people may eat 10, 15, we do not know. Saptamasha Pupa. The man who told this Nyaya, probably his tummy was full by 7 vadas. So we cannot say which vada filled the stomach. All the 7 vadas filled the stomach. We can't say which vada filled the stomach. So like that, with that Saptamasha Upanyaya, we can't say by what mananam that jnanam has come. So mananam has to be done continuously so that sinks into the mind. So that is what we saw in the last class. Advaite tu na yuktoyam. So all that kheda, all that trouble, all the pain is only in Dvaita. Because of that Dvaita you are undergoing, you are going in that cycle of transmigration. You are having birth and death again and again and again. So that is more painful than doing this vichara. This vichara is not so painful. So kiyantam kalam iti chet khedoyam. So the Dvaiti was asking, this is all trouble, all this nuisance, all this trouble or kheda. So this nuisance, if you are calling it a nuisance now, you have undergone so much of nuisance in innumerable births earlier. So that is the reply. So then the next shloka we have to read now. 249. 249, I will read. There is avatarika. Nanu evam advaita atmatattva aparoksha jnanavati mayi. Advaita atma tattva aparoksha jnanavati apimayi. Jnanavati means jnanavan. Saptami vibhakti is jnanavati. I am Advaita tattva aparoksha jnanavan, he says. So he is saying, I am having that aparoksha jnanam of Advaita atma tattvam, he is saying. Jnanavati apimayi shut pipasadi anarthasya paridrushyamanatvat. All these undesirable things like Shut, Pipasa, Shut means hunger, Pipasa is thirst, hunger, thirst are all seen in me, though I am a jnani. So the Purvapakshi is saying, Advaita Atma Tattva Aparoksha Jnanavati api mai. I am having that Advaita Jnanam, no doubt, but still I am feeling this hunger, thirst, etc. Paridusyamanatvad, Anartha Nivarakatvam, Atma Jnanasya Asiddham. So you said that Atma Jnanam will remove all anarthas, all types of troubles. Atma Jnanam is going to eradicate all your anartha. But still I am having this anartha of hunger, thirst, etc. So he is anticipating a question or he is just posing a question and answering. So Chut Pipasadayo Drushta Yatha Purvam Mayi Tishet Matshabdavachye Hankare Drushyantam Netiko Vadet. Chut Pipasadayo Drushtaha. Chut Pipasa Adayaha Drushtaha. Drushtaha means they are all seen, experienced. Where? In me. Chut Pipasadayaha. I am experiencing, though I am having this sort of knowledge. Probably it could have been Paroksha Jnana, it could have been better, because this Vyakya, I am referring to the Avatarika. In Avatarika he is saying, Nanvevam Advaita Atma Tattva Aparoksha Jnanavati mai. So he is claiming to have Aparoksha Jnanam. If he is really having Aparoksha Jnanam, he will not be posing this question. So anyway, he has posed that question. Shut Pipasadayaha Mayi Drushtaha Yatha Purvam. Yatha Purvam means as earlier. Even when I was an Ajnani, I was having the same hunger. Even as Ajnani, I was having the same desire for Masha Pupa, etc. So Mayi iti ched. Then the answer is, who is having that hunger and thirst? And now, when you say you are a jnani, then what is your I? What is your notion of I? The notion of I, it has gone from this limited notion of I. You have that limited notion of I has dissolved. It has dissolved and you are now one with Brahman. Not in the company of Brahman, not in the lap of Brahman. That is what Vaishnava Siddhanta says. You are there sitting in the lap of Brahman and Lord Vishnu, and then you are playing, and then he is also delighting you, you are delighting him. So something like that. So that is Sayujya Mukti. Samipya, Sarupya, Samipya, Salokya, Samipya, Sayujya. Last final thing is Sayujya. Salokya. First you have to go to the Kloka. Sarupya. Then again there is something else. Sarupya, Samipya, very go near. Then Sayujya. You just Yuja Yoga. You just unite and then be a part of it. Amshi, Shesha, Sheshi Bhava. Shesha and Sheshi. Sheshi means the integral whole. Shesha is a part of it. So you are a part of the whole. So you are respecting that. So that means you are also attributing that, yes, that there is a Mahavishnu and you are a small part of it. Or you are a small chela, a bhakta. You are also praising him and he is also blessing you. You are offering some naivedyam, he is giving you some prasadam, etc., etc. You are happy there. So that is their concept. But Advaita concept is, your identity is gone. There is no, in Vishishta Advaita there is identity. Dvaita there is a very clear identity. Dvaita there is no question of sitting in the lap. Dvaita, okay, that God will come, save you and whatnot. Dvaita is very, very close to the Western religions, where the distinction between the Jiva and the God, the distinction is very, very clear. God is somebody who is sitting somewhere and then he is the man who is controlling you and you are being guided and you have to follow his orders, etc., etc. So Visishta Advaita is slightly close to Advaita, very, very close to Advaita, but only that is the reason why they call it Chid Achid Vishishta Advaita. Chid Achid Vishishta. Both Chit and Achit are there, and both are in one, like in one bundle. So that is what they say. So here, now here the Siddhanti is asking, saying, who is this I? Matshabda Vachye Ahankare Drushyantam. Who is this Matshabda Vachyam? What is this Matshabda Vachyam? When you are saying Tattvamasi and all that, that Tat is this Tvam is that limited ego has been identified with that Tat. Not in the real sense. This Tvam is not immediately made equal. The Lakshyartha of Tvam is equal to the Lakshyartha of Tat. Not Vachyartha. Vachyartha, the Tvam is different, Tat is different. But the Lakshyartha, the Lakshyartha is that pure consciousness is the Lakshyartha in the case of Tvam also. Pure consciousness is the Lakshyartha in the case of Tat also. These are the things which have been equated. So, Mat Shabda Vachya Ahankare. That what is this Mat Shabda here? When you are saying, I am feeling hunger, thirst, etc. What is this Mat Shabda Vachyam? Mat Shabda Vachya is Ahankara. This ego. Your ego is still not gone. You are still having that ego. Ego means that idea of self, not arrogance. That idea, that notion of self, you are still having it. Ahankare Drushyantam. Let that Shutpipasadaya, let them be seen in or attributed. Drushyantam means here we can take it as let them be attributed to this Ahankara and not to the real Upalakshita Atma. Lakshyartha is Atma. Then Drushyantam, Neti Kovadet, Naiti. Kovadet means who will say it is not there? Who says hunger and thirst are not there? Hunger and thirst are also there for again. Who says they are not there? Kovadet means who says? Then commentary, Shut Pipasadaya iti. Kim Matshabdavachye Ahankare Drusyante. This Shut and Pipasa, where are they seen? Matshabdavachye Ahankare Drusyante. What is this Matshabdavachyam? That which is indicated by the word Mat is Matshabdavachyam. That which is told by the word Mat. That is Matshabdavachyam. What is that? Ahankara. So, are they seen in this Ahankara? Uta means or. Matshabda Upalakshite Chidatmani. Matshabda Upalakshita. Upalakshita means Lakshyartha. Matshabdasya Lakshyartha. Lakshyartha is what? Lakshyartha is Shuddha Chaitanyam. Matshabdasya Upalakshite. Matshabda Upalakshite Chidatmani. So what is that Chida? Intended meaning or Lakshyartha? Lakshyartha is that Chidatma. So where is that hunger seen? Hunger is not seen in that Chitta, Shuddha Chaitanya. Shuddha Chaitanya is something which is untouched by any of these things. It is this body which is affected by all these things. Iti Vikalpya. Iti Vikalpya means having made that sort of Vikalpa, having made that alternatives. Adyam Angikaroti. Yeah. Ahankara, it is there. Adyam means Ahankara. Yes, it has to be accepted in Ahankara and not in the latter. Not in the latter. Not Dvitiyaha, not the latter one. Tasya asangatvat avishayatvacha iti bahireva drashtavyam. Tasya asangatvat. Tasya means Chitaha. Chitaha asangatvat. Chaitanyam is something which is asanga. Then avishaya. Avishaya means something which is not objectified. Vishaya means what is Vishaya? Vishaya means that which is objectified is a Vishaya. Vishayi means that which knows the Vishaya is Vishayi. Vishayi Vishayino Shankaracharya says. So Vishayatva cha iti bahireva drashtavyam. So this hunger, thirst, etc., they have to be seen outside this Chidatma, not in that Chidatma. So that is the point. So the next sloka, okay, next sloka again, this Purvapakshi is still again saying, no, still there can be Adhyasa, still because of Adhyasa, we may find that, yes, I am feeling hungry. Even in that Chidrupa, Atma also, we may be doing Adhyasa of Shut, Pipasa, etc. So that is the question. So again the point, the Siddhanti is going to reply, no, if it is so, you are not fully ripe. You are not fully ripe, you have to do more Mananam, Nididhyasanam. That is standard answer. So, Vastutaha Tat Pratitya Bhavepi, Vastutaha Tat Pratitya Bhavepi, in reality, Vastutaha means in reality, at an absolute level. At an absolute level, that Pratitya Bhavepi. When you are talking in a very, very theoretical way, okay, I also agree. But Bhrantya, because of this, Bhranti here is by this identification with the body-mind complex. Bhrantya tat prasaktihi syat iti shankate. Tat prasaktihi. Shut pipasa adaya adinam prasaktihi. Shut pipasa etc. They do occur. Prasakti here means occur. They do occur. The occurrence of Shut pipasa is very much there. Iti shankate. So chidrupepi prasajyeran stadatmyadhyasato yadi madhyasam kuru kintu tvam vivekam kuru sarvada. The first line is question, the second line is answer. Chidrupe api, Chidrupe paramatmani api, in that Chidrupa also, or Chidrupe jive, Jiva is essentially Chidrupa. Chidrupe api prasajyeran means yes, they will occur, they do occur. Prasakti means prasanga, we know the word prasanga. Sanga means attachment, prasanga, from that prasanga, prasakti. Sanga, sakti, they are related words. Prasakti means they do occur, they do occur. Shut and pipasa. Prasajyeran tadatmya adhyasataha yadi bhavan vadati chet prasajyeran iti tadatmya adhyasataha prasajyeran iti bhavan vadati chet. So that should be the anvaya. Tadatmya adhyasa means that tadatmyam is what? Mixing up one with the other. Adhyasa, we know that word adhyasa. We have come across this word earlier. Adhi plus asa. Adhi means above, asa means to keep, to be. Adhyasa means to keep one thing over the other, to keep something over the other. You see some rope and then you just, you don't see it as a rope and you see it as a snake. So atasmins tadbuddhihi adhyasaha, that was Shankaracharya's definition. Atasmins tadbuddhihi. So here also he is saying, prasajyeran tadatmya adhyasato yadi. Tadatmya adhyasataha. Adhyasataha is Panchami adhyasa vashartha. Panchami vibhakti. Adhyasataha. Because of this mutual superimposition, okay, we are still attributing this Shut, Vipasa, etc. on Chidatma. If you want to say that, then ma adhyasam kuru. Don't do that adhyasa. Ma adhyasam kuru. Ma adhyasam kuru is ma plus adhyasam kuru. Don't do adhyasa. Kintu tvam vivekam kuru sarvada. A simple line. You always do that viveka. Viveka is that analysis, discrimination. Vichir, pruthak bhave. Viveka Chudamani, we saw that book. In that we saw Vichir pruthak bhave. That is, you have to separate. You have to separate the grain from the chaff and then see what is the real and what is unreal. So vivekam kuru sarvada. Then commentary, Chidrupepi. Evam tarhi anartha hetoha adhyasasya nivruttaye. In order to eradicate that adhyasa which is responsible for all this anartha hetu. Hetu means karanam, the cause. In order to eradicate that cause for all the anarthas, for all the unwelcome things. Anartha means something which is unwelcome. Arthyate iti artha, something which we desire is artha. Anartha means that which we do not desire, something which is unwelcome. So all these things, what is this? Adhyasa. Adhyasa is the cause for all these anarthas. So you have to, in order to eradicate that adhyasa, nivruttaye, sada viveka kriyatam. Let that viveka be done at all times. Viveka kriyatam. Let it be done at all times. So madhyasa, that is constantly one has to be alert. Constantly one has to be alert. Constantly one has to remind oneself. So that is the reason why all these Prakarana Granthas, probably when we see all this, probably Shankaracharya wrote so many Prakarana Granthas basically for some sort of morning, something like morning puja. You see, this dualist. Normally what do? Okay, we do this puja, that puja, and then we do elaborately. So for a jnani, what is the puja? For a jnani, Nirguna Manasa puja. For a jnani, this Atmabodha, recitation of Atmabodha every day. So that he, at every step he has to be very, very alert. If he is not very alert, he is dragged. Purva vasanas, they immediately drag. So if you have to eradicate that Purva vasana, this Bhajagovindam, recently I was on request of somebody, I wrote a small commentary on Bhajagovindam. And when I was writing, I could feel, yes, there is something in this. If we recite it every day, really you will get vairagya. There is no doubt. If you really recite books like Atmabodha, suppose Atmabodha is there. Atmabodha, only about 65, 68 shlokas are there. So if you every day if you repeat those shlokas, instead of repeating so many stotrams and whatnot, so and so stotram, Ganesha stotram, Ammavari stotram, so and so stotram, 10 stotrams, so that we cover all the gods. So instead of that, suppose you recite Atmabodha or Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam, of course, is only connected, focused on dispassion, focused on Vairagya. Whereas Atmabodha is focused on knowledge also. Atmabodha, the difference between Atmabodha and Bhajagovindam is totally focused on Vairagya, generating Vairagya in a person. That may be also necessary, that is also necessary very much, there is no doubt. But Atmabodha gives so much of information about what is this analysis, what all analysis we read in this Vedanta. All that analysis is given in those 68 shlokas. So like that, probably these Prakarana Granthas are meant for this sort of Avrutti, because what all is contained in Vedanta, it is all contained in, it is all given in the form of small Prakarana Granthas. So Shankaracharya probably gave this Prakarana, gave this small text only for our, this sort of Avrutti. It is somewhat what we call guided meditation nowadays. Nowadays, guided meditation is a very big business. So people go to very big places and so and so satsang, so and so satsang, you pay some so and so 1500 euros. Sometimes you get some emails. So and so satsang. So what is the course fee? That satsang may be for a few days, for a week or so. The course will be, the fee will be about 1500 euros or something like that. So this is what Shankaracharya gave all these things without any euros. So that is the point. So the next point is, next shloka is also about this Anadi Vasana. Next shloka is also, okay, in spite of what all you say, still that Vasana is there. Vasana, Vasati, Vasadhatu. Vasadhatu means it is existing, it is there. It is sticking like some very thick oil, it is not going. So that is the Vasana. Anadi Vasana Vashat Punah Adhyasa Gamane Adhyasa Agamane, because Anadi Vasana Vashat, because of this Anadi Vasana, these Vasanas are there because of innumerable births and innumerable births and innumerable experiences, and in all those innumerable experiences have caused so many Vasanas. Vasana means that likes, dislikes, ambition, greed, all these things are depending on Vasanas only. So all these things, punah adhyasa agamane, adhyasayaha agamanam, that is adhyasa is again and again coming to the mind. Then tan nivruttaye viveka eva avartaniyaha, that viveka, this Viveka Chudamani again is another book which is meant for Nididhyasanam only. Viveka Chudamani continuously one has to read. Shravana, both that completes Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, all. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, all the 3 steps are there in Viveka Chudamani, because it's a fairly long text. So, eva avartaniyaha, na upayantaram ityaha, na upayantaram. There is no other way except trying to internalize it by repeatedly analyzing, repeatedly doing Viveka and then understanding it and then trying to make it sink into the mind. The shloka is Jadityadya adhyasa ayati drudhavasanaye chet avartayed vivekam cha drudham vasayitum tada sada. Jhatiti means very quickly, very fast. Jhatiti ayati. Jhatiti adhyasaha ayati. This adhyasa is so quickly coming. Drudhavasanaya, because of the very, very powerful vasana, that prior impressions which are there in the mind, all those predispositions which are there, this imprint also, we can also use the word imprint, all those imprints which are already there in the mind, this adhyasa very quickly comes. Then what is the answer? There is no other answer except avartanam. Avruttihi asakrutupadeshat. So the avartayed vivekam cha. Avartayed means abhyaset. Abhyasa is the only thing. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tannirodha, Patanjali says. Abhyase. Anusandhanam also we use the word anusandhanam, atma anusandhanam. So avartayet vivekam cha. Vivekam eva abhyaset or avartayet. Drudham means very, very firmly. Drudham vasayitum means in order to firmly establish. Vasadhatu again. Vasayitum means in order to firmly establish. You have to remove that old vasana and establish new vasana. In fact, that Vasanakshayam, why I repeatedly talk about that chapter Vasanakshayam, in the same Vidyaranya's text. Vidyaranya's text, that is the Jivan Mukti Viveka. You please get hold of a book, Jivan Mukti, if you do not have. So Jivan Mukti Viveka is a wonderful text. There are 2 chapters called Vasana, about 5 or 6 chapters are there. In between, the 2 chapters are Vasanakshayam and Manonasha. That they are very good, they make such a great psychological analysis of a human being. Very, very great psychological analysis. They can be applied, those techniques can be applied not only for understanding Vedanta, for de-addiction center, all the psychologists probably they may be already following. I do not know. Psychologists, most of the psychologists, they have picked up lot many things from our texts and also from yoga texts and also from Buddhist texts. So anyway, avartayed vivekam chadrudham vasaitum, in order to establish that Brahma Bhavana. What is it you are establishing? You are establishing that Brahma Bhavana. That small ego has to go, and then one has to be established in the awareness of self as Brahman. So that is Brahma Bhavana. Then the next shloka, Viveke, again that Purvapakshi, or again there is some more lingering doubt. What is that? Nanu vicharena dvaitasya mayamayatvam yuktiyaiva siddhyati. Okay, at all you say I agree. Vicharena. Vichara means analysis, rational, a sort of reasoning, rational analysis, rational questioning and answering. That is vichara. Vicharena dvaitasya mayamayatvam yuktiyaiva siddhati. Yuktiyaiva, that is yuktiya eva. That is only what all you say is only logically seen, but not experienced. It is only logically okay. Logically there is no other way we can accept. But I am not able to feel it. That's what. Na anubhavataha. It is not experienced. Iti ashankya achintya rachanatva lakshana mithyatva anubhavasya swasakshikatvat maivam iti pariharati. Achintya rachanatva lakshana mithyatva anubhavasya swasakshikatvat. This achintya rachanatva lakshana mithyatva anubhavasya. Let me see this line. Achintya racana, is he referring to achintya racanatvasya anubhutihi swasakshi mithyattvasya dvaita mithyattvasya. Okay. Mithyatva is not, So the next line is, first line is Yukti. Did I read the Avatarika? I am reading. Nanu vicharena dvaitasya mayamayatvam yuktiyaiva siddhati. Na anubhavataha iti ashankya achintya rachanatva lakshana. This mithya, what is the lakshanam? Mithya is unreality. What is the lakshanam which has been told? What is the description? Achintya rachana rupam. Somewhere earlier we saw that letter, Achintya rachana rupam. Somewhere earlier we saw Achintya means something which is inexplicable. That's shloka number 246. Yes. Achintya rachana rupam mayeva sakalam jagat. Something which is inexplicable, Achintya rachana. So that achintya rachanatva lakshana mithyatva anubhavasya, how to know that it is mithya? How to know it is mithya? Swa anubhavasya eva, swa sakshikatvat. That anubhava, nobody else is the sakshi. You yourself are the sakshi. You only know whether you are feeling the world as mithya or not. You only know swasakshikam. Mithyatva anubhavasya swasakshikatvat. That is the main line. Mithyatva anubhavasya swasakshikatvat means mithyattvasya anubhavaha svenaiva drishyate, svenaiva jnayate, na anyena. That is how we have to take it. Mithyatva anubhavaha. That is the experience of mithyatva, or realizing that the entire universe is mithya, the world is mithya, is something which is swasakshikatvam, swasakshikam. Swasakshikam means you yourself are the witness, nobody else is the witness. Whether you are a realized person or not, if you say that I am a realized person, then again it is gone. So you have to feel it. You have to feel it, and in your behavior it is seen, and you are the only witness to that. Swasakshikatvat maivam iti pariharati. So that means you have to do more and more nididhyasana. So more and more nididhyasana. Don't say that it is only according to logic. It is only according to logic. It is not experience. Don't say that. Ma bhanyatam means don't say that. Don't say that. You can experience it. So experience, in fact, this sakshi is for this Dvaita Mithyatvam, You are the Sakshi. There is nobody else who is the Sakshi. I will read the shloka. Viveke dvaita mithyatvam yuktyayveti na bhanyatam achintya rachanatvasya anubhutirhi swasakshiki. Viveke dvaita mithyatvam yuktya eva. Viveke means viveke krute sati. Suppose I do viveka, I do investigate, I do analyze. Viveke sati dvaita mithyatvam, dvaitasya mithyatvam yuktya eva. Yuktya eva. Only according to logic I can accept, but not as per not being experienced. Iti na bhanyatam. Let it not be told. Bhana dhatu again is saying, to speak. Na bhanyatam means let it not be said so. That means don't say like that. Let it not be said so. In Sanskrit, na bhanyatam, this sort of prayoga will be there. Shruyantam, vartaha, shruyantam, like that. Shrunu, they don't say shruyantam. Na bhanyatam, don't say, it is not said. Na bhanyatam means let it not be said so, means don't say so. Then achintya rachanatvam, achintya rachanatvasya. Achintya rachanatvasya. There is a gap between achintya rachana and tvasya. That gap you please fill it up, because that is a mistake. While reading, if you break it as achintya rachana to asya, if you break like that, it is wrong. It is the actual word is achintya rachanatvam, achintya rachanatvam, achintya rachanatvasya. Achintya rachanatvasya is the shashti for achintya rachanatvam. Achintya rachanatvam is that status of being that achintya rachana rupam, achintya rachana rupam. That is inexplicable nature. That is what is it. Achintya rachana rupam. So you fill that gap. That gap should not be there. Achintya rachanatvam, achintya rachanatvasya, anubhutihi. So that is that the anubhuti of this, anubhuti of what? Anubhuti of mithyatvam, mithyatva anubhuti of this dvaitam. Swasakshiki, bhutirhi, swasakshiki. You are the witness. Only you know. It cannot be quantified, it cannot be measured by anybody else. Then, Gitya Shankya, commentary, there is nothing. Okay, next shloka. This, I will read the Avatarika first. Avatarika, he has used some technical language. I will explain. Nanu, achintya rachanatvam mithya padartha lakshana muktam. I will here listen to it slowly. Achintya rachanatvam means to be of the nature, to be of inexplicable nature. That is achintya rachanatvam. Achintya means unthinkable or inexplicable. Rachana means formation, structure, etc. Achintya rachanatvam means being something which is of inexplicable nature. That is what achintya rachanatvam. So, achintya rachanatvam, mithya padartha lakshana muktam. So, that is some mithya. Mithya has been defined as something which is inexplicable in nature. How it is constructed, how it is formed, the very formation or construction is something not known. Mithya padartha lakshana muktam. Tat chidatmani api chidatmani ativyaptamiti shankate. What you are applying, the definition which you are using for Maya, it also applies to Brahma. That is what he says. How? This is also achintya rachana rupam. Brahma also is achintya rachana rupam. You are not able to explain Brahma also. So that is what the Purvapakshi's question. Is it clear? No. What we have defined, how we have defined Maya? We have defined Maya as something which is achintya rachana rupam. That is achintya rachanatvam is its nature. Then Brahma also is like that. Achintya rachanatvam is there in Brahma also, because you are not able to know it very clearly. Then Siddhanti is going to say, yes, no problem. We are not saying that Brahma is so well objectifiable, so well knowable, so well perceivable. We are not saying that. Brahma also is inexplicable. We don't bother, we don't mind it. So that is what is Siddhanti. Because that is something which is nitya. Brahma is something which is nitya. That is nitya and we are not able to experience. This is something which is anitya and we are not able to experience. The only difference is this is achintyam but anityam. That is also achintyam but nityam. That is what the Siddhanti is going to say. Shloka is simple, but the commentary is rather put in that legal jargon, not legal, nyaya jargon. Not legal, nyaya, that Tarka Shastra. Nanu achintya rachanatvam mithya padartha lakshana muktam chidatmani ativyaptam. Ativyaptam means it also applies to that. Lakshanam, when you say lakshanam, lakshanam is a definition. That definition should be so precise that it has to refer to only the particular intended subject, and there should not be any over application on any other thing. And the wonderful example given in Tarka Sangraha is that of cow, go, Lakshanam. What is this? Sasnadimatvam gotvam. You must have heard about it. Tarka, if you see, Sasna is that pendulous, what can we say, skin, which is there under the neck That is for all cows. That is how to distinguish a cow from a buffalo. A buffalo doesn't have a sasna, that pendulous, what can we say, skin, pendulous skin under the neck. It is not there. But for a cow or a bull, it is there, very much there. Sasnadimatvam gotvam. That is, and if you say, okay, if it is only having one hoof or a cleft hoof can be there in goat also. Cleft hoof, not only for a cow, for a goat also it is there. And for various other animals it may be there. And if suppose you say it is having two horns, it is there for a goat, it is there for everything. So Sasnadimatvam Gotvam is what it defines, and there is no over application on on buffalo or a goat or any other animal. So that is what is Lakshanam. That should be the nature of a Lakshanam. There should not be Ativyapti, there should not be Avyapti also. Avyapti means it should cover all cows. It is not as though it is covering only a few cows and it is not covering some other cows. So there should not be that Ativyapti and Avyapti are dosha, defects in a Lakshana. So suppose another example which you say is, suppose in a crowd of people, suppose there are a group of women, and you have to point out to your wife. Suppose you say, okay, that lady with a red saree is my wife. Suppose somebody else also is wearing, some 2-3 people are wearing red sarees, and so what you define is something which is over application. It is hit by Ativyapti, unless you are mischievous. So it is hit by Ativyapti. So you have to define your wife, okay, that particular lady who is, you have to give some more descriptions, description in order to very clearly point out and distinguish that lady. So that is what is Lakshana. So here the question is, Chidatmani Ativyaptam iti shankate. So what you say as Achintya Rachanatvam, in the case of Maya, it is also there in Brahma. So Siddhanta is going to say, no problem, Chidapi. So iti shankate. I will read the shloka. Chidapyachintya Rachana yadi tarhyastu no vayam chitam suchintya rachanam brumo nityatva karanat. So the chidapi achintya rachana. Suppose you are saying yadi tarhi chit api achintya rachana. Chit is chaitanyam. That means Brahma, what we call Brahma. Chit api achintya rachana. That is something which cannot be examined, which cannot be explained. Something which is inexplicable. Totally, you can't specifically point out this is what it is. Achintya rachana yadi tarhi. If you say so, yadi tarhi astu means may it be so. No vayam is connected to next line. No vayam chitam suchintya rachanam brumah. Chitam suchintya rachanam vayam na brumah. That is the order. Word order is chitam suchintya rachanam vayam na brumah. We are not saying vayam na brumah means we are not saying. But chitam suchintya rachanam vayam na brumah. That is, we are not saying that chit is something which is suchintya rachana. Achintya rachana, opposite is suchintya rachana. Suchintya means very well cognizable, very well knowable, very well explainable. That is the meaning of suchintya. Achintya means not knowable, inexplicable. So the opposite is very well understandable or very well explainable, knowable or objectifiable. So all these words you can use. So we are not saying that chit is something which is objectifiable, chit is something which is very well knowable. We are also not saying. Na brumaha. Why? Nityatva karanat. Because it is something which is nityam. So what is the difference between that ajnanam and this is, in the ajnana dasha, all the jnanam, there also there is jnanam, that is vritti jnanam which is anityam. But here this is Jnana Swarupam, which is Nityam. That Vritti Jnanam comes and goes. Vritti Jnanam, there is origin and death. Vritti Jnanam, the origin and death is very much there. But here, Vritti Jnanam is again, it is Jada. We accept that Vritti is a Jada. We should remember that. Vritti is a Jada. It is not exact. We are only saying Vritti Jnanam just to define it. That's all. But Vritti is a Jada. But Jnana Swarupa, when we say Chit, Chit is something which is, but it is not Jada. No? It is something which is opposite of Jada. So this is something which is eternal, which is always there. So that is how Vritti Jnanam is Anityam, but Jnana Swarupam is Nityam. So Nityatva Karanat. So the shloka is not very difficult, but we have to see the commentary is going to be slightly difficult. Is the shloka clear? Shloka, the question is, what you say that Achintya Rachana, it equally applies to Brahma. So he said it is Ativyapti dosha. He said no, we did not call it a dosha. We also accept, there is no problem. We have not said that Brahma is so well knowable, because that is something which is nitya. Whereas this, what we find in Ajnana Dasha, this Jnanam is this, what this Jnanam is, all this thing is anitya. So let us see the commentary. Chidapi iti. So here, this line is, we have to understand, Pragabhava yuktatve sati Achintya Rachanatvam Mithyatva Lakshanamiti Vivakshuhu Achintya Rachanatvam Atmanaha Angikaroti. So first we see the last word, last two words let us see. Achintya Rachanatvam Atmanaha Angikaroti means Siddhanti is accepting Achintya Rachanatvam for Atma. Siddhanti is accepting the fact that Atma is something which is inexplicable, Achintya Rachana, something which is inexplainable, something which is so great, something which is so unknowable. So that is what he is saying. So prior to that there is one line. Pragabhava yuktatve sati. Prag abhava. Pragabhava yuktam means that which is having pragabhava. Pragabhava yuktam. Pragabhava yuktam is something which is having pragabhava. What is this pragabhava? You know that bhava, let us see bhava. Bhava means existence, to be, bhudhatu, bhava means to be, existing, bhava. Abhava is non-existence. Prak abhava, prak means prior, earlier non-existence, or prior non-existence, or anterior non-existence. So in logic, in various ways they do translate. If you take a textbook of logic, someplace it is called prior non-existence, or anterior non-existence, it doesn't matter. Prak abhava. Suppose this was created, this was made couple of years ago, let us say, and maybe about 10 years ago, about 3 years ago also, it did not exist. That is, it did not have existence before it was created. That is the Prag Abhava. Before its creation, it was not there. Prag Abhava. After a few years, it gets destroyed. Totally, it goes under the, maybe God knows how they destroy all these things, put under some sort of recycled, or we do not know, it will disappear. After some time, it will disappear. That is called Pradvamsa Abhava. Pradvamsa means, that is, once it is destroyed, it is not there. Anterior non-existence and posterior non-existence. That is Pragabhava and Pradvamsa Abhava. Before it was born, it was not there. And after it dies, after it is destroyed, it is not there. Pradvamsa Abhava. So logicians, they talk about 4 types of Abhavas. That is Prak Abhava. For any vastu, for any object, there is what is called Prag Abhava. There is also called Pradvamsa Bhava, which I said Pradvamsa means after it is destroyed, it is not there. Then what is called Anyonya Bhava. I am myself, I am not you, you are not me. That is Anyonya Bhava. Then what is called Atyanta Bhava. Atyanta Bhava means something which is not there at any time, like the horn of a hare or the son of a barren woman. So these are examples given for Atyanta Bhava, which are never there at all. So these 4 types of Abhavas are there. But here, of course, he is using the word Pragabhava Yuktatve Sati. So what is the Mithyatvam? Pragabhava Yuktatve Sati Achintya Rachanatvam Mithyatva Lakshanam iti Vivakshuhu. So he wants to say, who Vidyaranya wants to say, well, what? That Mithyatvam is that which is having Pragabhava. That which is having Pragabhava means
non-existence.
Prior non-existence. Pragabhava Yuktatvam. Pragabhava means that is prior non-existence is something. And Achintya Rachanatvam. Achintya Rachanatvam means That is something which is inexplicable. This word we have seen several times. But Pragabhava Yuktam means, what does it mean? All these days we have been saying, or we have been thinking, that avidya is something which is anadi. Do you recall it? Avidya, what are we saying? Ajnanam or avidya is anadi but santam. That is what various texts do say. But that is all in a relative sense. That is all in a relative sense. So our idea of avidya we have to reframe here. This is a very, very important line. Because our idea of avidya in all the earlier texts which we have studied, avidya we have been saying, yes, avidya is something which is almost co-equal with Brahman. Avidya is there is no, it is anadi, originless, etc., etc. But the basic point in logic is, whatever is anadi, it is also anantam. If it is absolute anadi, it is absolute anantam. So absolute anadi is only Brahma. And this anaditvam of avidya, this anaditvam of avidya is something which is inexplicable, that's all. In that sense it is called anadi. Not that it is absolutely anadi, but only in the sense that it is not caused by anything else. There is no cause for that. Suppose for the formation of this, for this thing there is a cause. For ghata, the cause is clay. And there is another intelligent cause also. So for anything which is coming into existence, there is a karana. There is a upadana karana and a nimitta karana. So this maya is something for which there is no cause. It is there manifesting in Brahman. There is no cause. So that is the reason why it is called anadi. It is inexplicable. So we have to revise our opinion about anadi, about maya, because in all our earlier texts we have seen that maya is something which is anadi, but santam. Santam means it disappears on self-knowledge. Suppose a person acquires, he does this, he undergoes this discipline of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, the threefold discipline. Then after purifying himself, not merely learning, not mere academic learning, but self-purification, that is very important. Self-purification has to be done to the extent that his ego has to totally dissolve. So then, he is that Brahman, that is what he says. So then this maya is something which is, the maya disappears at that time. Jnani means maya, he is no longer under the control of maya. Jnani is somebody who is no longer under the control of maya. In his case, maya ceases to exist, isn't it? So in his case, maya may be anadi, but santam, maya has ended in his case. But maybe it is there for all of us. But for a jnani, it has ended. But here, what we have to see is, if we say that maya is also absolutely anadi, then there will be endless also. That is the point. So, pragabhava yuktatve sati achintya rasanatvam mithyatva lakshanamiti vivakshuhu. So, from this what we deduce is, this avidya also is having pragabhava. Avidya or mithya, whatever it is, mithya is something which is having pragabhava. Pragabhava is what? Prior non-existence. That means it has come into existence at some point of time. We are not able to say what is that point of time. That is it. Of course, religion, Christianity very clearly said 4004 BC. But we cannot say that it is, when we say Pragabhava, Pragabhava is something we are not able to say. That Pragabhava, when, for example, for Ghata, we can tell the Pragabhava time. 2 years ago it was not there. Maybe some 10 years ago it was not there. So Pragabhava I can tell. But for Avidya, I can't tell Pragabhava. When did it originate? So, but Pragabhava is very much there. That is prior non-existence. So it came into existence long ago, we are not able to say. So Pragabhava yuktatve sati achintya rasanatvam mithyatva lakshanamiti vivakshuhu. Achintya rasanatvam atmanaha angikaroti. Yes, achintya rasanatvam, for Atma also we accept. Tarhi astu means, oh, let it be so. Evam angikare apasiddhantaha ityashankya paritharati. So suppose you may say, okay, if you say like that, then apasiddhanta means you are deviating from your own siddhantam. No, we are not deviating from our siddhantam. We are saying that there is no doubt it is achintya rachana rupam, but still it is nityam. We are not deviating from our siddhanta. It is nityatvat. Nityatva iti. Vayam chitam suchintya rachanam no brumaha iti yojana. We don't say that chitti is something which is suchintya rachana rupam, something which is known so well. We don't say that. And the reason is nityatva karanat, because it is nitya. It is nitya in nature. Then, time is over?
1.5 minutes.
1.5 minutes. Okay, experience, okay. So, this particular shloka, did you understand?
Yes.
So, Nityatva Karanat Vritti Jnanam, I told you. Okay. Then the next shloka is, next shloka also there is a lot of discussion. 254, there is a lot of discussion, and the shloka is simple again. Shloka is simple. Chiteha nityatvam kutaha ityashankya pragabhava anubhava bhavat ityaha. I think we have to read it again because I can't stop in the middle. We will continue 254 in the next class. Harihi Om Tat Sat.